Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. This I usually post on Mondays and Thursdays now, but this is sort of a special bonus video because about a week ago, as of filming this, I actually hit 1,000 subscribers, which is an incredible milestone that I honestly never really imagined myself reaching, or at least not for a long time. So I am really shocked and appreciative that it has happened and that so many people are actually interested in me, this channel, and the books that I talk about and the content that I make. So I'm so thankful to all of you who have chosen to subscribe and have chosen to stick around. And I am just, I don't know, I think that I'm really proud of what I've done here, and I don't usually allow myself to think about that, but I am really happy and proud of how this has developed for me and how my journey with this channel has gone. And naturally, with the book community being so wonderful and having so many wonderful people in it, my journey with this channel would not nearly be the same without some really wonderful people who are a part of this community. So because of that, I wanted to make this video, which is a video of basically shouting out the people who have had an impact on me, my channel, my experience in the book community, my reading, friendships, like you name it. And these are all awesome people with awesome channels, and I want to mention literally everyone, so I had to sort of decide who I was going to talk about, or else this video would be forever long because I want to appreciate everyone. But also, these people are in no particular order either. These are just some of the wonderful people that I know in the book community, and I would love to tell you about them and why they're great and why you should check out their channels. With that said, a lot of these channels are much bigger than me, so they don't necessarily need a shout out in terms of subscribers, but I do just want to give them recognition. If there are people who are subscribed to me who have not heard of their channels, I want to send you their direction because they are all amazing. So first up, and probably a surprise to very few people who have been around for a bit, is Ben from OverlyAverageBen, who is also my boyfriend, so he kind of gets the spot of honor at the front of the list, so you're welcome. But in all seriousness, Ben was one of the first people that I genuinely started talking to from the booktube community. When I started making videos, I joined a bunch of discords, and there were a lot of really nice people who were welcoming to me, but Ben was sort of the first person that I formed a connection with, started messaging privately, and really formed a friendship with that developed from there. And he is one of the funniest people that I know. He makes absolutely awesome comedic videos and skits, and even when he is doing a video that is just on another topic, isn't meant to be comedy, he is just so funny, he's so entertaining, he is so smart and insightful, and I always love hearing what he has to say about the books that he talks about, because he's always bringing a perspective that I've never even thought of. And Ben is also just such a kind and compassionate person. You can see that on his Discord. He has a mental health chat channel, and he really shows the people that he's around and the people that he's friends with, that he cares about them. And I feel he just has such a welcoming community, and I love that about his channel, because while there's based on his videos, there is complete ridiculousness going on his channel, it's also very wholesome in a way, and very welcoming and very positive. So I love that about his channel, and I love that about him. Ben also just recently hit 1K subscribers, which is so well deserved for him. So if you're watching this, you should definitely go on over and check out Ben's channel if that is the type of thing, the type of content that you like. He does it so well. The next person that I want to shout out is Cait from the channel The Almost Book Doctor, and Cait is just a wonderful, bubbly, kind person. Her presence is filled with such positivity that anytime she's around, I feel everyone feels comfortable, everyone loves being around her. I love well, I love talking to her privately, like messaging her about books and things and just about life, but also I love watching her videos because I feel like her personality really shines through in those, and she has this really cool series that she has worked on that is like music recommendations mixed with book recommendations, like books that fit songs from like iconic artists and things like that, because Cait is also a musician and her channel name is indicative of the fact that she is in med school right now. So Cait is so smart, so like she makes amazing content. I don't know, I just love Cait. I don't know what else I can say about it. I think that she is a super impressive person. She is just so kind, and she also does like Wine Wednesday reading sprints, which is like a really fun thing as well. I love joining for that whenever I can and just interacting with her. And yeah, I think that Cait deserves so many more eyes on her channel, so I really hope that you will go check her out. So next up, the next two people in a row both have like channels that I love, and they're both also like people that I love, and they have really helped my channel grow. So the first one of these is Alan from the Library of Allenxandria, and I know that just because of the discords and communities that I tend to be a part of, a lot of the people that would follow me would already know who Alan is, and I've also picked up a lot of books on the recommendation of Alan in the past like year or so. Like for example, the Long Price Quartet, which is now an absolute favorite of mine, and also the Senlin Ascend, or the Books of Babel, like Senlin Ascend being the first one of those. So Alan's channel is like, I feel like fun is a great way to describe it, because Alan is fun. He is so energetic in his videos. He is so funny. The way that he describes things is second to none. Like, he has so many phrases in his back pocket that are just the perfect ways to describe things that I would never even think to use those words. I love that about his videos. It makes them entertaining. I love to hear what Alan has to say about books. Alan also runs Book Jeopardy, which I was lucky enough to be on in the month of January, and which I will also be making an appearance on the day after this video comes out, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, for a multitude of reasons, you guys should definitely check out Alan's channel, but also if you would like to see an appearance where I will potentially embarrass myself on an episode of Book Jeopardy, you should also definitely check out his channel, because that is in the works. And Alan has a Discord that I'm a part of, and in my opinion, Alan has just created a fantastic community. Like, he is one of the most welcoming people on this platform, and he is just such a great personality that like everyone feels welcome when they're interacting with him, and he just like is so, I don't know, he's so nice. I feel like I don't have the right words to properly describe a lot of the people that I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to try to convey to you why you should check out their stuff. So the next person on my list is Petrik from PetrikLeo, and when I was mentioning him and Alan together, I really meant it when I said that both of them have like been so kind in helping my channel grow and giving me shoutouts. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, both of their channels are bigger than mine, so they don't necessarily like quote unquote need this in terms of gaining any sort of subscribers from me, but they are both such kind people that I want to like give back if I can, and just acknowledge the fact that they are so kind to like prop up content creators. And Petrik has done multiple videos where he has shouted out smaller channels that are just like, it's such a nice idea. It's so kind of him to get eyes on like more channels that aren't necessarily as many people are seeing them. So I love that Petrik does that, first of all. But just Petrik, like as a person and as a book reviewer, he is one of the best reviewers in my opinion, just like in general. He is so good at conveying his thoughts about a book and really giving you the correct expectations and describing what a book is like things that are good about it, things that he didn't like about it. I think that he is so fair and so insightful, and I love watching his reviews. I do end up aligning with Petrik's taste on a lot of things, but like he mentioned in his video, we didn't necessarily completely agree on The Fall of Babel by Josiah Bancroft, but like it's fun to have discussions with Petrik. And I also messaged him while I was reading Jade Legacy because he had already read it, and like, I don't know, I've just had so much fun talking to him about books, and he is so easy to talk to, he is so kind. I don't know, like Petrik's channel is just so wholesome that I think that everyone should watch his videos because they're so enjoyable. Like you can tell that he just loves what he's doing so much, and he loves books, and he just wants to share them with people. So I adore Petrik's channel, and I think that he deserves all of the love. So next up, I want to talk about Angela from LiteratureScienceAlliance. And Angela, I have told her this on occasion before, but Angela is what like truly inspired me to make my own booktube channel, because she is actually just getting ready to defend her PhD thesis now. But the fact that when I started watching her channel, I saw that she was in grad school in science, just like I was, and she was able to read and make these videos and have her own community, and that was doable for her. And till that point, I was thinking that I couldn't really do this, but seeing what Angela does and like how wonderful her channel is, really, it literally just made me think that I could actually do it. And so that was kind of the push that I needed to like really be inspired to make my own videos while I was still doing my master's. And it did end up being something that I could do, of course, because I've stuck with it. So I appreciate her for that, but that was also before I really knew Angela. And now that I do, I mean, Angela is just so kind, and she is like so smart, and I love talking to her about books. We've been reading a little bit of The Wheel of Time together recently, and I just love that. I mean, obviously both of us respect each other's opinions always, but I love that we also pretty much bring different perspectives to the table on a lot of things. And so that's why I love hearing her talk about books, because she is always bringing something to the table that I hadn't considered, and it's always just like really valuable. And I just love, like, it makes me look at things in a different perspective, which I always appreciate. And Angela is just like so kind. Her videos are so relaxing and so positive to watch. And I love her channel name of LiteratureScienceAlliance. I love that she reads such a wide variety of things, and I love that she always looks for representation in her reading. And she is like, she's kind of like my reading goals. Like, we align on most of our tastes, I think, but I haven't read as widely as she has for sure. But I don't know, Angela's channel is just amazing, so you should definitely also go check her out. Next up, I want to talk about Joana from JoanaSousa, and she is another person who is just wonderful. Joana makes videos about mostly fantasy, and her and I enjoy a lot of the same books, and she makes great content. She is just such a sweet person, and that definitely comes through in her videos, and like, I enjoy watching them, and I enjoy the positivity that she brings, and so you should definitely go check her out because of her content. But I feel like the reason that I really love Joana is just because she is such a sweet person. Like, it's kind of the same thing that I was just saying, but I feel like it transcends her content because she really is just such a welcoming and such a nice person. Like, whenever I talk to her, it is just a positive experience. Like, it makes me feel nice, and like, she is really welcoming to the booktube community. I feel like everyone loves Joana, and she will reach out to you. She will make sure that you feel welcome. She will make sure that she like encourages you. Joana is just such a wonderful person, so she definitely deserves like this shout out. I love her, and she definitely deserves for you to go and check out her channel. Next up, and actually this is kind of funny because this is almost like as polar opposite to Joana as you can get on booktube, but that is Klaus from The Contradictorian. I mean, I'm kidding, Klaus makes positive videos too, but his channel name is right there. He is the contradictorian. He makes the unpopular opinion videos that you will hate him for, and he feeds off of that. But Klaus is just a really funny, like, fun person to be around. Like, he will hate the books that you love, but if he loves a book that you love, he will be like this staunch defender of it. He will be in your corner for it. He is really funny and really nice, and I feel like Klaus and I share a lot of the same communities, and whenever I see him around, he is always kind of engaging in really interesting discussions. Like, I make jokes about how Klaus will, like, hate all of the books, but I really like how he isn't afraid to share his opinions if he doesn't like something, because I know that I sometimes feel pressure to like things, and not that I don't share my opinions, because I do, but I feel like we all feel that pressure sometimes. So I do admire the fact that Klaus just says what he thinks, and I don't always agree with him, but there you have it. So I think that his channel is a really great one to check out for that reason, because he has reasons, you know? He makes really insightful reviews and he explains himself, and I think that his videos are great watches. So you should definitely go check out his channel. Next up, I want to talk about Andrew from AndrewsWizardlyReads, who is just like, honestly, in a similar vein to Alan, is one of the most fun and like energetic people on this platform, and I think that they do have a similar appeal in that sense. Like, they both have just such expansive personalities, and they also both have created great communities. Like, Andrew has his Wizardly Duo Discord that is one of the first ones that I joined, and like, they helped me feel so welcome. I started my channel Andrew started his channel first, but I started my channel kind of around the same general time that he did, and so it was really nice to be part of that community as it was being built up, and there are so many great people there because Andrew is just so genuinely nice that he just attracts like a great group of people. You kind of can just tell his energy, and he also reads so much and so many great books, and he puts out great content so often. Like, I don't even know how he does it because he has like a young child and another child on the way and like a job, so I don't know. Like, Andrew is super impressive in that sense, but he is also just like always there with a positive word, and I do really love his channel, so that is another one that you should definitely go check out. So the next people that I want to mention are people that I don't necessarily interact with personally as often, but I just think that they are really positive influences and really positive presences that have kind of positively impacted my channel journey in various ways, and I just want to give them the love that they deserve. So those 5 people are Leslie from TheNerdyNarrative, JessieMaeBooks from SheWasOnlyEvie, Dom from dominishbooks, and Greg from oh my god. I got so close to finishing that without messing it up. Greg from Gregory LaPerche. So Leslie also has her own Discord that I'm part of, and I feel like Leslie's Discord and her channel are just so reflective of her as a person, which is very similar to other people that I've mentioned. Such just like a welcoming and warm and just nice and positive community. Leslie reads from so many different genres. She is like a champion for self-published authors and self-published books, and she loves reading so much, and she loves it in such a wide variety of ways, and she loves to talk to people about it, and you can just see that, like, it radiates from her, and I love that energy. And her Discord is also just such a positive place where, like, even if people disagree, they're respecting each other's opinions, and everyone is kind of having a nice time being there. And so Leslie's videos are always basically comfort watches for me. I love watching them. She kind of feels like one of my fun aunts of BookTube, if that makes sense. Jessie from JessieMae is someone who I have loved her videos for so long. She is one of the first people that I got into when I got into BookTube because I found her through Elliot Brooks. And I have just loved Jessie's videos for so long. So when she like commented on one of my videos near when I started my channel, it was such like a shot of adrenaline, like the fact that somebody that I have loved watching their videos for so long could actually be watching one of mine was a weird feeling, like a surprise, but an incredibly pleasant surprise. And I still love watching Jessie's videos. One of the things that I love about it is that she will, even if she doesn't like a book, she will give you a very fair reflection of that book, and she will tell you why you might like it and why it didn't work for her. And it makes it a really like welcoming, comforting, and positive way to watch her videos. Even if she like DNFs something and hated it, she will still tell you about the book in a very fair way. Like, she won't talk down about it, and I have always loved listening to her for that. And I also just like, I love her recommendations and I love the stuff that she reads. So Jessie, again, like a way bigger channel than me, but if you're not watching her, you should definitely check her channel out. Then Evie from SheWasOnlyEvie, she also reads in a wide variety of things, kind of like Leslie, and Evie just kind of feels like the glue that holds people together. Like, she is just like a great friend to so many people that, like, I don't know, her videos are wonderful and I love hearing her talk about books, but when I think of Evie, I mostly think about how like kind she is and how genuinely kind she is and how many people love her, and the fact that like it's reflected in the fact that there are so many people who are friends with Evie, and Evie is friends with everyone. And I think that she is so smart. When I listen to her talk about books, I often think that it's absolutely beautiful. So I do love Evie's channel, but I also think that Evie in general is just a fantastic person. Then we have Dom from dominishbooks, and Dom is also, like Leslie, often a champion for self-published authors and self-published books. If I'm looking for a recommendation for self-published books, like his is one of the first channels that I will look to, and I think it's because he is so well read. Like, he has a lot of the popular and classic fantasy stuff under his belt, and so he is ready to branch out and ready to find those like up and coming things and books that he thinks that people will love, and then he talks about them. And so I love his channel for that, because he so often has recommendations that I have like never heard of, but they sound great. So he is so great at that, and he is also just like, he makes really great content because I love the way that he talks about books. So I definitely think that Dom deserves all of the subscribers. He is doing, I mean, he's doing really well recently, and I love that for him, and I would love to help him out further if I can. And then finally we have Gregory LePerch, whose Discord I am also a part of. Admittedly, I haven't been as active in there in recent memory because of the fact that I have started working full-time, and it's been a little bit overwhelming for me to keep up with Discord, but I genuinely love the community that he has created. The people in Greg's Discord are like, they're so funny and they're so personable and they're so like bubbly, and I don't know, they're just, they just seem like they have a lot of fun in there, and whenever I get a chance to join in a conversation in there, it's fun. And I think that that's just very telling of like the type of people that Greg attracts and the type of content that he makes, because Greg is very like understatedly funny. Like, I feel like Greg isn't the type of person who is purposely making comedy, but he is very funny. Like, I love, and he's also very smart. So I love Greg's videos. I love his insights. I love that he reads a lot of nonfiction that is honestly like definitely like tougher books to read and understand, but he is so smart and he can break it down for you, and he has definitely made me want to read some like harder hitting nonfiction. And I love Greg's channel. So I am gonna end my list there. There are so many people that I could talk about that I'm honestly struggling to make this video, but I think that all of these people deserve all of the love and deserve for you to check out their channels. So if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. Thank you for being here to support my channel, and I appreciate it so much. I honestly can't believe that I hit this milestone, and it does make me feel good about the content that I'm making, that people are actually interested in sticking around for it. However, again, the whole purpose of this video is that BookTube truly is a community, and I could not ever be where I am now without the support of everyone and all of these wonderful people who make this place on the internet so great. Like, this truly is such a nice corner of the internet, and I love that about it. So that is going to be it for this one. I really hope that you liked this video. Like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I generally post every Monday and Thursday, but this is a little bit of a bonus video since hitting 1K was kind of unplanned. But it was obviously a very positive, unplanned thing. So again, subscribe if you would like to. I really, really appreciate it, and I'm so glad to have you around. So I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!